It's an absolute honor to be up here today speaking with you all, and I'm excited to help you kick off the new school year. As Rahul noted in my introduction, I am a proud Bolles alumni, graduating as part of the class of 2011. I'm also a proud representative of the Ponte Vedra Beach Lower School campus, which I understand I am potentially the first one to give the alumni speech here, and I am beyond honored. I feel that Ponte Vedra has always been home and will always be home. So, it is where I started my Bolles journey in third grade, and throughout the 10 years, both at the lower school, the middle school, and the high school, a lot of memories, a lot of friendships that I still have. Many of my best friends are still my best friends, and those that I met in lower school, middle school, and high school. The memories of field trips at lower school, the interesting days of middle school, and the advancement that took place in high school are all areas that I remember most. When John Newman called me to ask to speak today, I ended the conversation and I thought to myself, I know exactly what I'm going to say. And I think it's pretty rare to have that thought when you're talking about giving a speech. And so I had just finished reading a book called The Power of Moments. And if you haven't read it, I highly recommend it. The authors introduced the concept of defining moments. You can think of a defining moment as a memorable and meaningful experience in our life that can shape our memories and change our perceptions. Important and memorable moments in our life, such as the grand events that make you who you are, your wedding, the birth of your children, are naturally meaningful to you. But smaller everyday experiences, like a day at school or a fulfilling conversation with a teacher, can hold just as much power and add up over time. The book goes on to define 4 types of defining moments. The first being elevation. The moment is elevated beyond everyday experience, either through sensory pleasures or the element of surprise. Insight. The moment helps you discover something new about the world, yourself, and often these moments have transformative or influential effect on your life. A moment of pride. The moment gives you a sense of validation around your achievements or a sense of pride in your activities. And then finally, a moment of connection. The moment that makes you feel more deeply connected to whoever you share it with, and it strengthens your relationship with them. There are plenty of examples of these moments in our lives, both purposely positioned and purely coincidental. And if you think about the critical roles that you play in the lives of your students and families, from lower school to middle school to high school, you have such an opportunity to help craft and create these powerful moments for your students and their families, all of which ultimately multiply and collectively shape each child and form their Bolles experience. Let me give you an example of this through a personal story of mine. As I was finishing up my freshman year of college, I was writing a paper for finals, and as I was thinking through the paper, I must have been reflecting on the year I had. I was off to a good start and found the academics, quote unquote, easy. And mind you, I was a good student at Bolles. I wasn't great, I was good. But here I was helping others out with their papers and assignments and cruising through freshman year. I remember thinking to myself in that moment, wow, I am incredibly thankful to have received such a good education at Bolles, all of which prepared me for this moment and others to come. I was confident in myself and my abilities, and you cannot underestimate how powerful of a tool confidence is in the way that you live your life. That moment was an experience of both insight and pride, a completely random point in time that I vividly remember to this day. And out of all the memories in college, for some reason, there is that one moment that sticks with me today. And I'd say that's pretty impressive. Looking back, and after reading the book, it was a defining moment. It was also the culmination of multiple defining moments and experiences that I lived throughout my time at Bolles. And now that I'm in my 30s, married with precious kids of my own, one sitting right over there, I have naturally grown to be more appreciative of my Bolles experience. I recently reflected on all of my years here, and as any child that goes through the growing pains of their teenage years and the challenges that follow no matter where you attend, I can say with absolute certainty that I look back at my time at Bolles with a deep appreciation and a loyalty to the standards and principles of the Bolles community. Whether it be the memories I cherish, the life-lasting friendships I created, believe it or not, one of my best friends was in my 3rd grade class and still is today, the rigorous academic experience that prepared me for college and helped instill a work ethic that carries into my professional life today, and the network of people that I have met through this unique community. Bolles was an incredible experience that undoubtedly helped shape who I am today, personally and professionally, and I am proud of that. However, I do think this presents a challenge to you as the teacher, faculty, staff, and coaches. You may never get to see or fully understand the impact you will have or may have had on one of your students or their families, or the collective impact that these moments have on their overall Bolles experience. And in a world in which we often desire and want instant gratification for our efforts, that can be a difficult reality to face. It is important to know that as students become adults, as they mature, grow up, and build a life of their own, their realization of just how special and transformative their Bolles experience was will come to light. These moments are happening because of you. They represent the culmination of moments happening every day in the classroom, the playgrounds, the labs, the facilities, the cafeterias, the sports fields, you name it. And your impact can be so profound on a child's life, you just may never know it. And that can be difficult, but it's worth repeating over and over again. I end with, it's great to be back. Thank you so much. It's an honor to be speaking with you all today. Thank you for having me, and I wish you the best of the school year. Thank you.